Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Capricorn, you are up for the 2022 energy reading. Before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. As for you, Capricorn, you are the first sign I'm doing. I just decided to start with January and go all the way through, so that would be you. And as I was shuffling the cards and picking up the energy, one of the things that I noticed was that for some of you, there is a self-confidence issue. It is what I was picking up. When you go into 2022, make sure that you believe in you, because a lot of opportunities will be available to you as long as you are willing to take the chance. You will have to take some risk in 2022, and more than likely those risks will pay off, because based off of the energy that I was picking up, is like you have the talent or you have the resources. You just have to be willing to utilize your talents or your resources and take that risk and get out in front of people and do what you need to do, whether it's getting a new job, going back to school, starting a relationship, leaving a relationship. I also picked that up too. Some people are need to actually leave a relationship in 2022, but they're not doing it because they're afraid of starting over again. And it makes me think of the song called Starting Over Again. It was a remake. I listened to the remake version by Reba McEntire, but if you ever get a chance, it's off of her album Starting Over. And it's about this woman who, she gets divorced from her husband, and she's now in her 50s. And it's like, all right, I'm starting over again. You know, where do they begin when they've never been out on their own? And that's sort of the thing. For some of you, you may not have been out on your own before, but you know that the current situation you in is not serving you. So do you stay in a situation that's not serving you, or do you move forward and you're willing to start over again? You're willing to be in the quote unquote full energy, because the full energy is the first major arcana in the deck. And it's about having a new beginning, having a new start. And then the fool goes off on the journey and acquires new things, and the fool becomes the magician, is what happens. And then with manifesting and so on and so forth. So the biggest message that I was picking up was take a chance, believe in yourself, and also don't be stuck. And this was the overall message that I actually got for the collective. If you haven't listened to my 2022 reading for the collective, you might want to go listen to that. One thing that I said to the collective, and this also applies to you too, because the energy came out when I was doing the pre-shuffle, is don't be stuck in a mindset of, oh, it has to go this way, or oh, it has to be that way, or oh, it has to stay that way, when the universe is offering you, the divine is offering you something else. So keep that in mind. I just want to throw that out there. Now, I'm about to start pulling the cards. I will pull one card for each month from my Angel Wisdom Tarot. And then I have the Essentials Tarot deck for clarification if needed. Also, I have the Angels of Atlantis Oracle deck, which I will pull 1 card from that. I'll pull 4 cards from the Kipper deck and 2 cards from the Divine Doors deck is what I will do. So this will be a pretty comprehensive reading too. So let's go ahead and get started. And just so you know, I'm not speaking directly into the microphone because I'm facing a different way. So, adjust your volume accordingly. All right. May I have the energy for Capricorn for 2022? May I have the energy for Capricorn for 2022? And also, as I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it is not your story, don't try to make it fit as well. And I'm pulling for each month. May I have a card for, and yeah, you're going to have options in 2022. Option, and that was something that came out in the collective. So yeah, you're going to have options. Be careful of your options. May I have a card? Thank you. May I have a card for February, please? Thank you. These two came out together. And I'm going to take them together. May I have a card for March, please? Wow, these two came out together. I'll take these as well together because they match. What I do, if 2 cards come out together and I feel they match, then I'll take them. There's a lot of fire energy going on here too. So there's going to be some passion happening. Also, some of you, going back to what I said, thank you, before, about new relationships as well. May I have May, please? I feel like some of you are jumping into new relationships. Back to the options thing. Be careful when it comes to your options. Like, really, really use your discernment. May I have a card for May, please? All right, perfect. I like that. These two came out together. All right, may I have a card for June, please? May I have a card for June? Thank you. May I have a card for July? There was a card that wanted to jump out, and it's kind of on my mind, and I'm tempted to just go ahead and pull it, because I honestly feel the energy that I'm picking up based off of the June card, it goes with that. And it's more fire energy too. May I have a card for July, please? Thank you. I got 2 cards. Yeah. More fire energy. This... May I have a card for August, please? Wow. Thank you. Thank you. May I have a card for October, please? May I have a card for October, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is November. And I need one more card for December. Capricorn, there is a ton of fire energy in this reading. Thank you. All right. Okay, we got a lot to go through here. First card that came out is the King of Wands, fire energy. So this is Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. You may find yourself dealing with this sign in January. However, I think that some of you are going to be in this energy. Because, as it says at the bottom of the card, motivational, inspiring, theatrical, ambitious. Take a leadership role. Step into the spotlight. Public speaking, keep your eyes on the big picture. Communicate your vision. Don't be sensitive to criticism. Also, something else that I meant to say too, don't forget to communicate clearly in the year of 2022. If there's something on your mind, don't hold it in. That was another thing I meant to say as well. So if you have things that you want to say, and you don't have to say it right at that moment when it comes out, if you need to take some time and formulate how you would like to deliver the message, go ahead and do that. But you will need to speak up. You will need to be in that King of Wands energy. The King of Wands is more of an authority. Well, all the kings are authority energies. The King of Wands is a very passionate energy. I feel there's going to be a lot of passion going on, a lot of inspiration going on. There are things that you will want to pursue in 2022. And the King of Wands is someone who is confident. The second month, which is February, the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Cups came out. So for those of you who are interested in romance, it's a possibility. Like I said before, in my reading for the collective for 2022, I mentioned that there's probably going to be a lot of marriages in 2022. Don't be surprised if for some of you, you receive an offer for a more serious relationship, if not marriage itself, where someone makes an engagement or something of that nature. Don't be surprised. Because it's going to be, for 2022, people are going to be about, like I said in the reading, faith, family, and stability. And for some people, they will feel marriage is more stable than being single, if that makes sense. But as I said in my reading to the collective, don't get married just for stability. You want to get married because you're in love with the person. You don't want to get married just because, oh, well, I'll probably be more stable if I'm married. No, you don't want to walk into marriage with that mindset. That's one of the bonuses. You want to get married because you love someone and they bring something to the table that it complements what you already have. It doesn't take away from what you have, and vice versa. You want to be able to complement what they have and not take away from what they have. But love needs to be involved. And that's my recommendation. Of course, everybody's grown. We all have free will. You can do what you want to do. But for these two cards, they came out together. The Wheel of Fortune. It says a fresh new start or end of delays, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in your life, travel or a new vehicle. So some of you might be getting a new vehicle as well. That could be happening in February. With the Knight of Cups, it says romantic, flirtatious, introspective, fickle, falling in love, being swept off your feet, a sudden love affair, a lack of balance in a relationship, situations or topics that make your heart flutter, a love of art and poetry. Going back to what I said before, with this, some of you may be going back to school too. So that may be a thing where you weren't sure if you would be able to go back to school, and something happens in your favor, the Wheel of Fortune, that allows you to start preparing to go back to school in doing that. So keep that in mind too. That's one of the things that could happen. For others of you, there may be an offer of a relationship. Someone may tell you, hey, I've been interested in you for a while now, or vice versa. You may tell someone that you've been interested in them. It could be that. But don't be surprised if something in your favor happens in the month of February. So be open to that energy. Now for the month of March, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. Again, this is more fire energy. Pentacles is earth energy. With this, Three of Pentacles is usually about recognition. It's also about working with others. It can be a promotion. It can be contracts as well. It can involve the job. It can involve going back to school. School is showing up a lot in this. Some of you are really, really going back to school in 2022, where you've thought about it for the longest time, and now you're ready to take that jump. For others of you, you would like to go back to school. I don't think some of you have the confidence yet. So going back to what I said at the beginning, you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can do this, is what you need to believe. For those of you who want to go back to school and do that. Let me read these. Three of Pentacles for this card. It says, do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. The Page of Wands, which is fire energy. Enthusiastic, optimistic, creative, impatient. News of exciting opportunities. Allowing your creativity to soar. Do things that fuel your passions. Finish what you start. So this is already telling me that some of you are going back to school where you didn't finish your degree. Let's say you were short 15 or 20 credits from getting a bachelor's or something. And you're like, you know what? I really want to get my bachelor's. I really want to do that. I want to finish it. Some of you may have that inspiration to go ahead and do that now. Because again, the Page of Wands is about inspiration. Also, the Page of Wands is about messages too, as it mentioned. Some of you may receive a message in the month of March. Some of you may receive a job offer in the month of March for a job that that you're really passionate about. It may not be something it may not be on the level you would like when it comes to compensation. But when it comes to if you're passionate about it, that may be the thing that gets you to take the job. Also, some of you may receive a promotion in March, too. Especially with the Page of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Don't be surprised if you receive a promotion in March for some of you. And especially following the Wheel of Fortune as well, from February. All right. And for April, we have the Nine of Air, which is the Nine of Swords. Unfounded fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights. Refocus your thoughts. There may be something once April rolls around. Let's say that you're back in school by that time. You started at the beginning of the year and you're back in school. And all of a sudden you feel like, oh my goodness, I may have taken on too many classes. I'm trying to go to school and work at the same time. Or I'm attempting to do this and do that at the same time. Or I'm attempting to strike off on my own and start all over again. And so on and so forth. And things, your mind starts to get the better of you. Don't let that happen, because with the Nine of Swords, it's all in your mind. This is air energy. This is about air. It's about thoughts, communication, vocalizing, so on and so forth. Don't let that overtake you. And especially with what follows, because in the month of May, 2 cards came out. The first card that came out is the Sun. Second card is the Four of Swords. Once you're able to control that, Four of Swords is about rest. Again, air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It's about rest. It's about meditation. It's about calming your mind. Once you're able to fully calm your mind, the Sun is going to come out and healing will come in. When the Sun card shows, that means healing's coming in as well. Also, with the Sun card showing, it will bring to light anything that you may have had thoughts about because of fear. Because fear usually happens because someone doesn't know. They don't know something. And because if someone doesn't know something, then they automatically start to build these thoughts in their head of what it might be. And when the Sun comes out, it illuminates everything. And then you can actually see what is what. And then when you do, you see that there was nothing to fear at all once you calm your mind. Four of Swords energy. So let me read these to you. Four of Swords. Insights that come through meditation. The need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion. Get some sleep. So make sure when May rolls around, make sure you're getting your rest. 2. But with this came out the Sun. A time of great joy and success. Brilliant epiphanies that lead to magical opportunities. Plans that work out perfectly. Gratitude to the divine. So keep in mind that with the Sun coming out and then you seeing that, hey, everything's okay. Everything's all right. Don't get caught up in your mind too much. Keep that in mind. When April and May roll around, be sure to guard your thoughts. Be sure not to get caught up in your thoughts, is what I'm telling you. Because right now, I'm seeing inspiration. And I think I might title this that, is inspiration. There's inspiration that's happening and that's available to you this year, where a lot of amazing things can happen, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, is what I'm picking up. And you're going to manifest it, because for June, the Magician came out. With this, it says, the Magician, magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. What did I say at the very beginning? You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself in order, because the inspiration is not going to do anything if you don't believe in yourself. You won't be able to take advantage of the energy if you don't believe you can do it. If you believe that you can't do it, then you won't. If you believe that you can do it, then you will. So keep that in mind as well, because this came out for the month of June. Now, for July, you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is an amazing card to get, and the Knight of Wands. More fire energy. I told you there's a lot of passion here. All right, Nine of Pentacles. And this is earth energy, so Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Enjoying the fruits of your labors. Hard work that has led to a luxurious life. Buying yourself something special. Happily and successfully self-employed. Enjoying your solitude. Maybe some of you will be inspired for the year of 2022 to start your own business. And that may have been something going back to the Nine of Swords energy back in April, where you're because don't forget, the King of Wands is also an entrepreneur. That was in January that I pulled that. Some of you may be starting your own business in 2022. And as you're doing that and as things are happening, you might become a little bit overwhelmed at first. But as time goes on, things are working out in your favor. Nine of Pentacles. The card that came out with it is the Knight of Wands. Passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. So that could be going on too. Where, going back to the relationship thing, if you've been dating someone, now with Knight of Wands energy, also it's not mentioned in here, but Knight of Wands can also be travel. So some of you may be doing some traveling too, as well. So in the month of July, there might be some type of traveling going on. I just want to throw that out there. But with the Knight of Wands can burn out sometimes. So going back to the options thing, be careful if it is a romance type situation that is something that will last and it doesn't burn out quick, because the Knight of Wands can burn out. You want to make sure it's something that lasts. I'm trying to see if I'm picking up anything else too. And also, don't take the first offer that comes to you as well. Something just told me to say that. Don't take the first offer that comes to you. Even if it seems like an offer that is so great, so amazing, it's exactly what you want, don't say yes right away. Take some time to sleep on it. See if another offer comes in so you can compare and do that. So don't take the first offer that comes to you. All right, for August, we have the King of Cups. So, King of Water. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe. A solid romantic relationship. Hidden but well-intentioned emotions. A charitable benefactor. Seeing a counselor. With this, for King of Cups energy, if you're dealing with a relationship, some of you may end up dealing with a water sign. So a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, which King of Cups is Scorpio energy. But it could be any of the three water signs, or it could be any of the signs in King of Cups energy. You can be, I'll just say a Sagittarius and be in King of Cups energy. It doesn't have to be the exact sign. But these are the three signs that relate most, or are most attached to the King of Cups, are the water signs, because it's Cups energy. It's something that's related to the emotional, to the heart. Or you may find yourself in King of Cups energy. That could be it too. Maybe some of you are learning how to master your emotions throughout the year. That could be it. Some of you may be seeking some type of counseling throughout the year. Going back to that Nine of Swords energy, where you feel that you may need to seek out additional help. It doesn't necessarily have to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. It could just be, like a pastor, minister, something of that nature, or it could be an older relative. So for others of you, if you're an entrepreneur, maybe you're seeking out a mentor, and the mentor is in this King of Cups energy. There's someone who's willing to help you pull together the resources you need for your business and do that. For others of you, if you're looking to leave a situation, someone who is in the King of Cups energy may be that person that helps you move away from a situation that is no longer serving you. And like I said, it could be an older person that helps you with that. Let's see here. All right. Let's go. I dropped the card. Give me a second. Let's go to October. Or September. Excuse me. I have two cards here. First one is renewal. This is judgment. And then the second one is the 10 of Wands. This is carrying heavy burdens, is what this is. That means someone's going to drop a burden. They're going to have a second chance. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have a second chance. Let me see what I'm... Some of you, if you're in a relationship and it's been a burden, like I mentioned before, a divorce may happen. You're going to have a second chance to start life over. For others of you, some of you are going to have a second chance at health too. Because I'm seeing in this card with the 10 of Wands, there's the symbol related to health. Some of you are going to have a second chance at health where you weren't feeling well. And I'm not a licensed medical doctor or anything like that. I'm just, I'm reading the cards. You're going to have a chance to start over again. And finally, I feel like whatever it was that was disturbing you on a health level, you're going to figure it out. For some of you, you may not know what it is. And you're going to find out what it is. And once you figure out what it is, you'll be able to fix it. It's going to give you a new lease on life, is what's going to happen. For others of you, I feel like for some of you, and again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For those of you taking care of someone, and I'm looking for the right way to say this. I really, really am. I don't want to say they've been a burden, even though that's what the 10 of Wands, it represents. Because it may be an individual that you actually love. It's just taking care of someone, it may be using up a lot of your resources. And it's taking its toll on you. That cycle is about to end, is what's going to happen. So this is towards the end of the year. That cycle is about to end. And this is September. I have so many cards out here. That cycle is about to end, is what's going to happen. How, I don't know. But what I do know, it may be a situation where, okay, let me give an example. And I'm just throwing this out there. Let's say you have someone who is in a senior home or something like that, and it costs X amount of money every month, and you're the one paying the bill every month. The family may notice that, hey, okay, it costs a lot to take care of this person. Let's go ahead and chip in and help out and do it together as a family versus only one person paying for it, if that makes sense. One of those type of situations. I feel like if someone is taking care of someone else, that cycle is about to come to an end one way or another, where some type of relief is going to come in, and once it does, the person who was taking care of the other person, that person will have a new lease on life, is what will happen. It could involve someone transitioning, and I hate to say it, but the truth is the truth. Someone could be transitioning, and once they transition, then it's a new lease on life on both ends. The person who transitions, because obviously they go on to their new life, and now that your resources are not used to take care of that person here in the physical world, now you also have a new lease on life as well. And that's about renewal. You're feeling renewed, even though you still love that person very much. So I want to throw that out there. Now let me read what the cards say at the bottom. So renewal. Reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life, purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. And again, this is the Judgment card. And as I said before, the card that came with it was the Ten of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. So, again, I feel like if this is going on in the fall, the cycle's going to come, because tens are about endings. So the cycle will come to an end. Don't get caught up in, oh, it's the Ten of Wands, oh my God, it's so bad. No. The cycle's going to come to an end because the card that came out with it was the Judgment card, the renewal. And also it's a 10. So it's going to come to an end. Also, going back to the entrepreneur thing or the school thing, you may have been working too hard throughout the year. You're studying too hard. You're doing the most to build your company, and it's causing you some type of stress. It's affecting your health. But something's going to come in, regardless of what it is, and lift that burden for you, is what's going to happen. All right. And the next card is Five of Wands. This is the October card. The other one was September. Five of Wands is about conflict, fire energy, conflicts with others caused by opposing opinions. Walk away from drama unless the situation is really worth your time. Then stand up for yourself. Now, what did I say at the very beginning? Don't forget to communicate. Also, it says very ambitious people. But I said at the beginning, don't forget to communicate. Don't forget to say what's on your mind. You don't have to say it right away, but you need to say it. You need to let people know what you think. So keep that in mind, too. But also, if you can, avoid conflict if you can. Do that, especially in the month of October, where that may be going on. November, I have the Two of Cups. If this was a love reading, this would be a soulmate card, is what this would be. It says, falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness and the ending of challenges, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on the people you love. I'm going to go back to the conflict card right quick. With the Two of Cups following the Five of Wands, if there was a conflict and you have a falling out with someone, you're more than likely going to make up with them. So just know, even whether it's romance or whether it's family, whether it's work or whatever, if there's some type of conflict, you will more than likely you will come to an understanding with each other after it's all said and done. And someone may even apologize, because this can be an apology card too. And then closing out the year is the Chariot card. which is the best card to close out the year with. And also in the 2022 for the collective, the Chariot is what came out in January. So it's interesting that for Capricorn, January is Capricorn season, this card is coming out at the end of your reading, closing out the year of 2022. So, and this is Cancerian energy, is what this is. Some of you, again, may be dealing with the Cancer, but it says the Chariot. And the Chariot is a victory card. Let me make that very clear. It says the Chariot, rewards that come from hard work, successfully balancing many priorities at once, determination and willpower, public recognition. So Capricorn, this is one of the best ways to close out the tarot part of this reading. Saying that this is the victory. This is telling me if you can keep your thoughts balanced, if you can hold on to your inspiration, if you can believe in yourself, if you can communicate, if you can take action, if you can do all of these things, you will get the victory in the end. And actually, I might title this that instead of inspiration. You will get the victory in the end. Because this, again, the Chariot is a victory card. So for the tarot part, that's what I have. Let me go ahead and pull 4 cards from the Kipper right quick. What are the messages Capricorn needs to hear? What are the messages Capricorn needs to hear? Are there any events during 2022 that Capricorn needs to know about? Are there any events during the year of 2022 that Capricorn needs to know about? Thank you. See, I told you you more than likely be traveling. Okay, let me calm down. All right. May I have 3 more cards, please? May I have 3 more cards, please? Thank you. May I have 1 more card, please? Thank you. Ooh, looks like I was right on that one too. Okay. May I have 1 more card, please? May I have 1 more card? Thank you. All right. Okay, and this came out during the collective reading too. All right, Capricorn, I mentioned traveling earlier. Remember when I was talking about the Knight of Wands? Distant Horizons came out of the Kipper deck. So definitely some type of traveling. Some of you might be relocating. Some of you might have to relocate for a job. But there's definitely some type of traveling going on. And this has been triple confirmed. Because the second card that came out was Pathway. This is going down a path. So some of you will be relocating in the year of 2022. This is a definite happening. I can see it happening actually around August or September. It wouldn't surprise me. And as a matter of fact, yeah, that Knight of Wands came out. Came out for September. That Knight of Wands. Some of you might be moving in September. If not August, then definitely September. Some of you may be traveling. So keep that in mind. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And that's September of 2022. Also, going back to what I was talking about before, remember when I was saying with that 10 of Wands and that Judgment card about I was picking up the energy where someone may be taking care of someone else and they may transition? The card that came out of the Kipper deck is the Coffin. And you know your story better than I do. I'm just the person sitting here reading the tarot cards and the energy. And coffin doesn't necessarily have to mean that someone's going to die. It can just mean that you're letting go of certain habits or certain situations that don't serve you. However, based off of the energy that I was picking up, it is a possibility that someone may pass away. And this individual who passes away when they transition, there may have been some type of situation where you were needed to take care of this person while they were not feeling well. And once they transitioned, it allowed you to start over again, is what happened. Also, and the cards are the cards. And I have to say that because this is just, it can be delicate sometimes. The card that came out after this was sudden wealth. Some of you might be receiving an inheritance because of this person passing away, if someone does pass away. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So the fourth card is sudden wealth. It doesn't have to be due to someone passing, with an inheritance or insurance money or something like that. Sudden wealth could be also for you entrepreneurs, because again, we have the King of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in here. All of that is entrepreneurial success energy, along with the Chariot card, which is victory. So if you're starting a business in 2022, there could be, you may think, oh, well, the business is only going to do, I'm just making up a number, $100,000 in revenue for 2022. But by the time 2022 wraps up, your business may have done $1 million or $2 million in revenue. And you're like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that. Sudden wealth is what it could be. For others of you, it could be something to the effect of the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor, where there could be some type of court case. There could be lottery is possible, not likely, but possible, because anything is possible. Lottery is possible. Something that comes in where all of a sudden you have sudden wealth. Also, I want to throw something else out here too, especially with the Sun card that I usually mentioned. If you're not looking to get pregnant when the summer rolls around, then take the necessary precaution. Because when the Sun card comes out, it can also mean pregnancy too. So keep that in mind as well. But I'm really picking up travel. A lot of you will be traveling. Some of you might have to travel for a funeral. It could be that too. But outside of that, also for some of you entrepreneurs, your new venture, your business venture may require you to travel a lot. Because again, I'm picking up travel. Is what I'm picking up, a lot of travel. And then also moving too. Because the Chariot is a travel card. The Knight of Wands is a travel card. The Page of Wands can sometimes be considered a travel card. And then you have Distant Horizons in the Kipper deck and Pathway in the Kipper deck. So there's a lot of traveling happening here, and also there's moving happening here. If there's a move happening, like I said before, I feel the move is happening in September. August or September, but probably September. As for traveling, I feel there's going to be some traveling throughout the year for some of you. So let me go ahead and pull 2 Divine Doors cards. May I have 2 cards, please? Thank you. May I have 1 more card? Thank you. All right. We have offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. The other Divine Door card says the art of life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. That means be seen. So for some of you who are not believing in yourself, who are not being seen, are afraid to be seen, you need to step out in 2022. You have gifts. We all have talents. Every single person on planet Earth has a talent. At least one. Every single person has a talent. You just have to figure out what it is. I'm telling you, you have to step out, and you will be inspired in 2022. You will be inspired in 2022 to step out. You just have to believe in yourself. In the end, like I said, you get the victory in the end. You claim victory in the end. The Chariot Card. The Chariot Card is a victory card. It is success. It's recognition based off of hard work. If you're willing to put yourself out there, if you're willing to work hard, you can claim the victory. The victory is yours. You just have to claim it. And finally, let me do the Angels of Atlantis Oracle. I'm going to take one card from that. Let's see what we have here. May I have one card for Capricorn? What's something that Capricorn needs to hear? Thank you. Integrity. Angel Haniel. All right. Let's see. Let me read. I'm about to read this. So Capricorn, keep this in mind. It says, there is a need for you to take a look at the essential parts of your life and the notion of integration. The force of integrity within Haniel turns untruthful challenges into opportunities for truthful acceleration, just as the eternal compasses of life teach that truth brings us to integration and centeredness in life. The ancient scales will always weigh your heart for truth. Please say a prayer to Haniel, who will help to clarify any illusion and move you to what is absolutely pure within your soul. So, throughout this process of 2022, whatever your pursuit is, I think I need to probably add this in the title. Maintain your integrity so you can claim your victory. It's either going to be maintain your integrity so you can claim your victory, or keep your integrity while you claim. That's it. Keep your integrity while you claim your victory. That's what the title is going to be. So this is going to be another theme, not just about inspiration, because again, you're going to be inspired for 2022. And when you make these moves, whether, physical moves or whatever, pursuing your goals, your dreams, the success is here. Keep your integrity while you claim your victory in 2022. Keep your integrity while you claim your victory. If you're listening to this, if you made it to the end of this, remember this oracle card is saying integrity. Keep your integrity intact. Something just told me to say to you, even if you see people who are not doing things above board, people who are being unethical, people who are cheating the system, and while they're cheating the system, it's helping them get ahead. Don't worry about them. Run your race. Maintain your integrity. Don't say, well, everyone else is cheating the system. Let me just go ahead and do what everyone else is doing. Because this card is saying you need to maintain your integrity. Because something just said to me, Capricorn, and, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. For those that this is resonating with, your success will mean a lot more to you in the end. At the end of 2022, once you've claimed your victory, if you maintained your integrity while doing it, it will mean a lot more to you than all the other people who may claim their so-called victory being unethical, just not, what's the word I'm looking for? I need the word divine. What's the word? I need the word. Those who lack moral fortitude. That's it. Thank you. Those who lack moral fortitude, that you held on to your morals. You held on to your integrity. Regardless of what everyone else may have collected and gathered and whatnot, once 2022 ends and you know you accomplished your goals with integrity, you claimed the victory with integrity, it will mean a lot more to you in the end, even if nobody knows, even if no one knows. It may be a thing of you're the only person who knows that you maintained your integrity. And other people don't have to know because you still got the victory in the end. You know, and that's good enough. You knowing that you maintained your integrity is good enough. That's all that's needed. So keep your integrity while you claim your victory. And that is your message for 2022. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Capricorn, I wish you an amazing 2022, and I will do monthly readings throughout 2022 as long as I'm here to see it. I don't take any day for granted, and I give thanks every day that I get, knock on wood. So yeah, I'll do, some monthly readings from time to time and readings for the collective. Also, if you have not listened to the October reading, those readings are already up, so you might want to check that out. Until next time, Capricorn, be blessed.